frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. The Longhorns will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Spartans offense will go on the attack first. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's a red zone threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So they definitely need to find a way to make sure that they're feeding the big fella, that they're using him in different ways. And listen, balance on offense is good. Still use the receivers. But Jesse, they can't forget about that dude.
No, and I don't think you have to all of a sudden panic and all of a sudden reinvent your playbook offensively. You just got to execute better, and you got to give him more opportunities. I think that was one of the biggest problems their last game out. They just didn't throw it his way enough. That has to change today. He should be targeted really early in this game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the air, it's Matthews. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. The Longhorns offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm as...
And full extension down the right side for the grab.
You know, you're seeing in college football now how the tight end position is evolving. The athletes playing the position now are just so much better than they used to be. And this guy on that diving catch, he just showed you that.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Longhorns are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Moore. There he goes. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver.
And into the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
He'll toss it. Touchdown, Longhorn! Great job by the back on the option. They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drop.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Back to throw, it's Matthews. Got the back over the middle. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's caught right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Spartans. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I think sometimes QBs know before the snap who they're going to. You could tell he looks to the right immediately, knows his guy's going towards the middle of the field, reads the safety, put the ball on the money, over the linebackers, away from the safety, gets the big catch, and he walks into the end zone for a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Trying play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Longhorns are rolling down the field. Power football with the run. An explosive play in the running game as he's gotten the 1st down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down.
Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up the 1st down. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Spartans.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. It doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Back to pass. It's Manning. Steps away. The throw. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Offense facing 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He says a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before, ice in their veins, and you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Moore. He's loose. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Manning. Got his man in the middle. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Hold it, finds his man on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run.
The Spartans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the left side. Turning it on! And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Takes the easy completion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Wants to throw. It's Matthews. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. The Spartans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to the ground with the running back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch called for and made. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Gets it inside the 10. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Matthews. Got the quick pass. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Spartans are on the move. They'll throw it from the red zone, using the quick game. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now. His last 2 games out, completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Here comes the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football.
Got enough space. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Spartans line it up with a 1st and goal. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, San Jose State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab on the shot. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
From the gun, he leads it with the back. At the 35, he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. To the air, it's Manning. Makes the grab. Turning on the Jets. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
The screen, he's got wheels, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. You can't let our serve get broken.
Back to throw, it's Matthews. Quarterback moving. Quick spin on the run. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Texas offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a...
It's a running room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Looking to throw on first down. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And that's just a simple blitz by the middle linebacker, and he's able to win up front, sees the gap, he's able to beat his block and get to the QB.
Pulls it in. It's Wingo. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Longhorns need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab on the big throw. Touchdown, San Jose State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. They're working that left side. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Manning. Quickly to the tight end. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Quickly complete. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can you do it against the Georgias? Can you do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you got to be careful on offense when you're dialing up the screens. You want to do them on obvious passing situations. When you're anticipating the DNs really racing up the field, they didn't have it set up that time.
Quarterback extends the play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, a lot of space. Running through contact. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Spartans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Might as well give it to him again. It's a seam wide open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go with a direct snap. Shakes off the defender. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They've been running it, but now the pass. Dances away. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Looking to throw, it's Matthews. Snagged out of the air. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Spartans! And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to go up top on first down. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Wingo. Knocked off his feet. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Wingo. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you use it.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Buying some time. It's complete on the right side.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
The Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick strike complete. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's
picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give from the gun. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. The play-action fake. Bringing the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch at the 45. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Back to throw, it's Manning. Makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Longhorns have their offense in high gear. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting...
They will score! Touchdown, Texas! They'll try to tack one more on their score. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
They boot it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Here's the handoff. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Gets it out fast. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Manning. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. The give on the inside. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those.
Going for it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. The receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Marshall is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The offense has plenty of time in this final period. They'll try to break this tie. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Spartans can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. There he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They just keep firing. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And no mystery here. Third California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. These guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's caught. It's Riley. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job right. Here late in the fourth quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
Just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air. It's Manning. He's going up top here late in the game. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute...
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And it's just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Bates. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Going right to work up top. Dumps it off in the flats.
The bad news, he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have one timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. He hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The Spartans get enough to move the chains. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
it's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you've got to score, you've got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
On to attempt to try. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain. And maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses that evolve so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.